So here's my follow-up video for the E-Crafter. One of the big things I wanted to do with it was learn how to make it cut plasticard or styrene, and what I decided to build was a Baneblade. And so this was the first attempt. It turned out pretty good. What I was surprised about is that there's 8 settings on the E-Crafter, 1 through 8. 1 being the lightest pressure and 8 being the hardest pressure. And I started with the harder pressure, and I thought that's what I was going to need to cut the styrene. But it turns out what works best is setting on the lowest pressure and allowing the E-Crafter to score the styrene. I don't know if you can see in the video here, but there's scored lines on this piece of plasticard. And then all you got to do is just lightly flex it, and it will break off right on the scored lines. So pretty simple, and then you've got a nice piece of plasticard to the shape that you drew on your computer, and so this is what you'll end up with. And this I plan on putting on the back side. And then here is the front. So it'll look something like this for the basic structure. Certainly I'm very pleased. And then of course, if you're going to scratch build a Baneblade, you might as well have magnetized weapons so that I can do heavy bolters on one set and flamers on the other, and then just swap them out for each game. And then there's I actually don't put magnets on both sides. There's sheet metal that's been glued in, and then the magnets are on the inside. I found that easier because I don't have to pay attention to polarity, and it allows me to keep the profile pretty thin on the inside here. But you can see on the inside how I did this, that I just did some gussets. This is all 20 mil styrene, so it's really inexpensive to get a hold of and inexpensive to work with. And for the cylinder here on the sponson, I just cut up a little art jar that I got at the art store. So unfortunately the railroad store, the model railroad store where I get my styrene from, is just too far away, so I had to get creative and do something else. So anyway, what I went ahead and did was I have recorded all the steps to build everything so far. And what I will do is put together a speed build, and I also built a couple of tools for myself that really helped in the fabrication of this. So I'll go ahead and put a video out there. I'm going to start a new video series on working with styrene and scratch built modeling, and basically track the progress on the Baneblade here. So subscribe so you don't miss that, and thanks for taking the time to watch.